What's up, people? We have got another ZVP replay, and this is gonna be once again the Red Zerg, kevinnleee, going up against his blue Protoss opponent, Legendary, all capitals, so you know this guy means business. Now, once again, this was sent to me by kevinnleee over here. So take from that what you will. I don't know the exact outcome of this game. And start things off, Legendary going for an early probe scout, gonna be blocking that hatchery. And Kevin's gonna try to expand, he's gonna see that, and let's see how he reacts. Looks like he's just gonna relocate that drone over to this third location. Goes for an early gas. Goes for the hatchery anyways, so it's kind of an odd little opening, I guess. The gas, it's nice to have a little extra gas early on to get speed. I don't really know. Normally you would get a hatch, then gas, then pool. This time, because of that pylon, he went for a gas hatch pool. Not too impactful in the long run. Now Legendary, over on his side of things, he went for a Nexus first. So this is super greedy from our Protoss player. And now he's following that up with a Forge. So this gateway only just now starting, super duper late. And right off the bat, that tells me a couple things. He's gonna be focusing pretty heavily on the macro. And this Forge implies that he is gonna be turtling up. So he should be throwing down cannons shortly. Certainly one to start things off. He might even go for two, maybe another three over here. And is that a full wall? It looks like yes. So Legendary here, fully walling off. Actually, is that a wall? Is there a hole here? I'm not sure. So that means he's going to be super defensive, and that might leave him vulnerable to something like this, a Baneling bust. But judging by the length of this video, I think you can assume, rightfully so, that that does not succeed. And Legendary going for double gas in the main. Cybernetics core only just finishing up. And oh, shocker, it's gonna be a Stargate. Who would have guessed it? But here comes Kevin. He's morphing in 6 Banelings. It only takes 5 to bust down a pylon. But 6 is going to be a little bit of safety cushion because there is a cannon here. And you do see it only took 5, and in come the Lings, but the battery gonna complete. Oh, not in time to save that cannon, but it is gonna be in time to save this second cannon. Could go for the battery overcharge. Doesn't go for it. Okay, and now Kevin could find some more damage in the main, but oh, the cannon just finishing up in the mineral line. And another cannon and a battery, so the main gonna be pretty safe. But Kevin finding a lot of damage here at the natural. He's gonna need a little bit more though, because he has committed a lot to this attack. And even streaming more Zerglings in, I don't think he needed all of that. Now the Void Ray is out, and that should be enough to defend. Legendary didn't lose too many probes, only 2. And these Lings, oh, this is kind of wasteful, because with the battery, with the overcharge, nothing is going to die here, and all of these lings just completely forfeit. It did look like maybe a few probes went down, but the trade there definitely favoring the Protoss. And we do see, yeah, actually 10 additional probes went down there, but 44 lings. And keep in mind, Kevin committed a lot to that attack. He is only just now even with his opponent in terms of workers. A Legendary did get knocked back down to 1 base. He is now starting to attempt to reclaim this natural. And Kevin could actually get some more damage done with lings if he had this overlording position to identify this weakness right now. But these 2 Void Rays definitely keeping him busy. They have circumvented this singular Spore Crawler at this base. So Kevin gonna have to evacuate his drones, gonna have to relocate that Spore, and these Void Rays just being so annoying, they just bounce back around, they avoid the Spore. They're gonna get a couple Overlords over here. Might get a Queen, could go for this low Queen, but he doesn't go for it. That's fine. Just being super annoying, as Protoss players do. Activating the prismatic alignment might be able to beam down this natural hatchery. Instead, oh no, maybe goes for the Queen, then retargets, and no spores in the main. That's a big mistake out of Kevin. You saw those Void Rays a long time ago, but not dropping spores in the main. Ooh, gonna get 1 Void Ray. Bit sloppy there out of Legendary. And Kevin going for his favorite structure. Once again, it's the Spire. Now, Corruptor's probably not gonna be too helpful in this situation, unless you get like 10 of them right off the bat. Muta's gonna be a little bit better against Void Rays, but then the Protoss can easily switch to Phoenixes. So let's see what Kevin decides to go for. It's gonna be 6 Mutas, and these Void Rays continuing to be annoying. Gonna get that hatchery. That hurts for sure. And back at home, the Protoss, he's just been chilling. He has his natural back up and running. He's going for the 3rd now. Doesn't really have that impressive of a wall here, but Kevin has been so preoccupied he can't really go for any counter offensive. These Void Rays still being annoying. Kevin gonna lose a Muta here. No! And the rest of the Mutas show up, and that's actually gonna be enough for these Void Rays to get scared. And these Mutas, oh, cute little micro there, but not able to save those 2 Mutas, unfortunately. And they do get the rest of the Void Rays, and now Legendary, like I said, shifting gears into the Phoenixes, getting additional Stargates. This stray Void Ray not gonna be long for this world. Well, maybe if the Mutas decide not to pursue it. Alright, maybe he's gonna get away. Alright, lucky Void Ray here. Now Kevin, additional Mutas, but that's not gonna be too good against the Phoenixes that Mr. Legendary is starting to make. Well, only 2? I guess he doesn't really have the money right now, getting 2 additional Stargates, as well as a Fleet Beacon, as well as trying to secure this 3rd, as well as going for air upgrades. So, okay, he gets a pass there. He does start those up. And yeah, Kevin going for more Mutas, and that's not gonna be good against these Phoenixes. He does have a small window right now when the Phoenix number is not too high. But yeah, the time of the Mutas is quickly coming to an end. And just look at this. The Phoenixes, they do bonus damage to light units. They are faster than mutas, and it's just so painful as a Zerg. But he is getting a lot of probes, and that's nice at the cost of all of these mutas. These poor flappy boys. They have all died. And what's the damage? 28 probes have gone down. That's not bad, but 12 mutas. Don't forget that massive Ling commitment early on. So all in all, the units lost, resources lost rather, going to be favoring the Protoss just a little bit because of this gas that Kevin has lost. And now all these Phoenixes, they're going to be flying across the map. Look for some more damage. Luckily Kevin is pretty well spored up here. The main base not quite ready actually. So Legendary is going to be able to find a few drones there. Muta's not going to be too helpful here. I would like to see him actually just counter with these mutas. Like, they are very useless right now. And you know that if the Phoenixes are here, they're not at home. So that would be one option. Instead, all these overlords going down. Oh my goodness. At least pull them back, Kevin. What are you doing? Just letting them die. Oh god, the supply block is brutal. He's at 95 out of 26 right now. Jeez Louise. That's what we refer to in the business as supply blocked for days. 95 out of 18. Oh lord, oh lord. Kevin has been knocked back to basically the first minute in terms of supply availability. Even now he's only at 95 out of 58. 5 more overlords just spawning, and now he is finally back in the white. Still needs more overlords if he wants to produce something. And Legendary going for a 4th now. He's up to 71 workers. Keep in mind he lost 28 before. So the probe production out of our Protoss player has been absolutely insane. And props to him because he lost a lot of probes early on and to the mutas, but he is holding down that probe key. And Kevin, I mean, he's never been like a hardcore drone dude, but 46 now going up to 52. That's just not enough, man. As a Zerg, you really want to be like the 80 to 90 range right now. These Phoenixes continuing to be annoying. Kevin does have Hydralisk, but Hydras are just so garbage. Like, yeah, if the Hydras are underneath the Phoenixes, then of course they can kill the Phoenixes, but no good Protoss worth their salt is just gonna hang out around Hydras and let you kill them. And the Hydras, they're not fast enough to chase, they're not gonna be able to catch up. So you really need more than Hydras. If you want to get cute, go for an infestation pit, land a money fungal on the Phoenixes, and then maybe your Hydras can be useful. But right now, look at this. He tries to defend, the Phoenix just fly away. That's it. That's all you gotta do. And Legendary going up to carriers now. He is on, oh my god, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Stargates. I can barely count that high. Gonna get a second Cybernetics core for double upgrades. And here come the carriers. He already has 1-1 for his Sky Toss units. The Phoenixes, he can pretty much just throw them away now, but he's gonna find some more damage here and there. This Spore Crawler doesn't want to work. I know how that feels, man. Trust me. Being a little sloppy there, losing a couple Phoenixes, but like I said, he can just throw these away. He probably wants to throw them away, just free up that supply for more carriers. Just gonna keep finding some more damage. Let's take a look at how many kills these guys have. 4, 5, 1, 10. Like, these Phoenixes have been super annoying. And yeah, he's just gonna keep them with his main army now. Bunch of carriers, mothership as well. Kevin going for a bit of a counterattack with pure Hydras. Quite a garbage army, to be quite honest. These Phoenixes, they can just lift everything up, and then the rest of the Sky Toss can shred. And yeah, I mean, I can't see the units lost for that exact fight, but if I had to guess, the Protoss lost nothing, and the Zerg lost everything. Mutas, these guys are still alive? I forgot about them. But yeah, apparently they're still alive. 6 of them. That's not really useful in any regard. I feel like Kevin should just throw these away at this point. Maybe get a couple probe kills, and yeah, just free up that supply. There's cannons everywhere, so I doubt they can really find too much damage. And oh my god, this unit composition just makes my Zerg heart hurt. How many is this? I can't even count that high. I don't have that many fingers. I'm gonna cheat and use the units tab. That's 13 carriers! 13 carriers! I feel like Legendary could just A-move right now. Walk away, go to the kitchen, make some noodles, and come back to a victory screen. That's all you need to do. You're telling me this game goes on for another 20 minutes? Oh, Lord. Kevin, he is doing the right thing. He's going for Corruptors, getting Vipers as well. Now, slight mistake here. He's going for attack upgrades. You would probably rather prioritize armor. The reason for that is because each carrier has 8 interceptors. Each interceptor does, I think, 8 damage. So 8 interceptors times 8 damage. Someone check my math. I think that's 64. But each point of armor reduces that 8 by 1. So it'd be 7 damage times 8 interceptors. So it'd reduce it to 56? I don't know. I don't have my abacus with me. You're just going to have to take my word for it. Bottom line, it's better to go for armor first if you're going up against carriers. He does have double spire now, so he's going for both upgrades. It's going to be fine in the long run. Getting a Lurker Den as well, kind of an interesting choice because look at the units tab. There are no ground units for this Protoss player. He's going full out Sky Toss. And he is on 91 probes. That's an insane number of probes. He has 3 almost finished for his air army. He has +2 shields as well. He has the entire bottom of the map dominated. He's getting additional star. Holy smokes! Yeah, what? This is madness. Do I have a structures tab? Ah, there we go. 8 Stargates, and he's getting more. These mutas just gonna be forfeit. Yeah, they're useless anyways. Free up that supply. And look, as these additional Stargates finish, that means Legendary can remake his air army in the blink of an eye. He has 16 Stargates right now, 2 more on the way. That's gonna be 18. Goodness gracious, this is madness. And what can Kevin do, you might ask? Well, he has the right army composition. Corruptors and Vipers. These Lurkers, totally useless. He should just run them in, burrow them, and like forget about them. Let them die, whatever. They're 100% useless against this army. But what can Kevin do? Well, he needs to make a spore forest, first of all. Make a bunch more drones, keep making spore crawlers, get like 50 spore crawlers, legit. And take your entire side of the map, all these bases, these need to be Zerg bases. And go up to like 80 to 90 drones yourself. Mine out for a little while and then eventually convert those into spores as well. And in terms of the fight itself, it's very tricky, but there's a couple ways you can do this. You can abduct individual carriers and slowly whittle away at this army, or you can cast Parasitic Bomb center mass somewhere over here and then fly your Corruptors in the middle of everything. So all the Interceptors will try to go for the Corruptors and they'll just dance around the Parasitic Bomb and end up killing themselves. What just happened there is not how you want to do it. Kevin sacrificed all his Vipers to land an abduct on the mothership. And yeah, it's a nice pick off, 400, but losing all your Vipers, not worth it. These Lurkers, this is about as useful as they're going to be right now, so that's fine. So yeah, I mean, Kevin is pretty dead already. He's got money, but it's not enough. And the Protoss, I mean, he's got bases for days and 93 probes. Look at these bases. Look at all these cannons. Oh my god, this is so annoying. But what can Kevin do? What should he do? Again, Spore Forest. More spores. He has 23 right now. That's not enough. You really need like 50, 60, 100. Like, just go crazy with it. More bases. Take this base. Take this base, which he is getting. And mine out. And just be super patient. It's not a fun game to play, but unfortunately that's what this Protoss is dictating. And if you want to get cute, get adventurous, get like 6 ultras, send them out for a run by, and it's going to be difficult to break this many cannons, but that's kind of what you need to do. And then try to force the Protoss to be uncomfortable. If you attack here, he's got to react. Then maybe attack here as well. And then in terms of the main fight, you want to try to not take a fight away from spore crawlers. want to get more queens on the ground because queens, they're pretty good. They're like one of the Zerg's best units. Get like 10 queens on the ground. Get a couple infestors for the... what's it called? What's that spell called? The Microbial Shroud. Cast that on the queens. The queens are basically immortal. The queens can also help transfuse these guys here. And then don't do something like this. Ah, there's so many cannons and batteries. Yeah. So as I was saying earlier, cast the parasitic bomb, fly your corruptors like right on top of everything. The interceptors will fly around here, they'll be like bzz, 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 and they'll chill around the parasitic bomb, they'll all die. And once the carriers run out of interceptors, they're essentially paperweights, and then the corruptors can go to town. It's not easy. No, certainly not. But that's kind of what you have to do. 53 drones, again, not enough. And yeah, Ultralisk, Cavern, and Greater Spire. That is what I was alluding to before. You can send a handful of Ultras to try to kill a base here. Kevin using that caustic spray ability, not going to be too helpful here. Sacrificing a few corruptors. But yeah, that's not really gonna work. And Broodlords, another option to force the Protoss into doing something. You're gonna have some Broodlords up here, just continuously shoot out little broodlings, and once the Protoss gets close enough, tries to defend, then you abduct them into the rest of the corruptors. But it is certainly not fun. These phoenixes still alive for some reason. I feel like you should just kill them. Like, they're so useless right now, just kill them. Free up more supply for carriers. And I think Legendary, he has reached a point where he can start getting rid of probes. Kevin gonna be trying to look for some openings with the corruptors, but I mean, he's gonna find a Tempest here. That's something. But yeah, that's it. And look at this bank out of Legendary. Jesus, 13,000 and 14,000 gas. Oh my goodness, this base should have been Kevin's. Look at this, it's on his side of the map. How did you let this happen? A Phoenix is flying into, I don't know, what are they doing? I don't know. Corruptors giving chase. And yeah, Legendary is just chilling. Look at this guy. He could have won this 10 minutes ago, and he's like, why are you still waiting? You're completely maxed out. You have all your upgrades. You have money to last 3 lifetimes. And now he's finally going for the attack. And remember, he has 18 Stargates. If he loses everything, he just start up 18 carriers right away. Nice abduct going down. Minus 400, 400. But Legendary don't give an F. He's just gonna remake that. Whatever. Just a drop in the bucket. Look at his money. This is absurd. Kevin has to effectively dominate 2 fights, maybe 3, to win this game. But if he's able to wipe out this army and keep, like, let's say half of these corruptors alive, then he can fly these corruptors into the main, camp these Stargates, and as soon as something pops out, just gun it down real quick. And the Protoss won't really be able to produce much. He doesn't even have warp gates, so he can't warp in Stalkers. So that's one possibility. It's not a good one. It's not likely, but it's something. Look at all these cannons. Oh my god. I hate this. I hate this guy. I should be unbiased, but I'm just gonna say it. I hate this guy. I do not like Legendary whatsoever. Phoenixes still alive for some reason. Don't know why he doesn't just sacrifice them. And I don't know why Legendary is prolonging this. What a dill hole. Like, he can just win. Just win. That's it. Just take all this. Press the A button. Click somewhere over here. Go AFK. That's it. Now Kevin, he's sick of this. He's going for an attack. Got a bunch of banelings and not really target firing with the corruptors. Now he does. And he's gonna trade pretty well, and that's nice, sure. But keep in mind, Legendary has money for days. Kevin is gonna get all the carriers, and he's gonna take out all the probes at this base. But now what? He needs to, like I said, just go over here, camp this production, and try to get these carriers as they pop out. But I guess not thinking of that right now. These corruptors just hanging out, doing nothing. And what is Kevin doing? He's making 9 ultras? Why? Now Legendary, he is remaking his Sky Army. He is pretty much maxed already. Still has 20k in the bank. Corruptor's gonna try to finally clean up these Phoenix. Only 2 remaining. But Skytoss army has been replenished. Even getting additional Phoenixes? I'm not sure why. But okay. Kevin with his ultras, going for that ultra run by, and yeah, that's an okay move. And kind of just use your corruptors to protect against the Skytoss. And yeah, he's gonna get this base. That's something. But it's just too little, too late. What's that song by JoJo? It's just too little, too late. I don't remember the lyrics. I guess that's why he went for Phoenixes. He's just gonna kill all these overlords. Oh my goodness. Kevin is once again supply blocked. And all these carriers, void rays, another mothership on the way, more Phoenixes on the way. Legendary is just styling on Kevin at this point. He's like crip walking on Kevin's grave. The disrespect. The Queen working overtime to transfuse. But Kevin just sitting back, and you don't have like anything to sit back on. You have to try to make something happen. That little attack here, that was something. But right now, this is nothing. And I'm not saying anything would give him a chance at this position. But he is just kind of hanging back. And that's not going to help. Corruptor's not fast enough to catch up to the Phoenixes. I do think Kevin's one and only chance was to perhaps sit on top of this production as soon as he killed the Skytoss army. Maybe use caustic spray to get rid of the cannons, and then what? Like as soon as the carriers pop out, just bloop, kill them real quick, and maybe he would have been able to win. Maybe. But in all likelihood, Legendary would just remake some Stargates over here, or here, or here, or wherever. So, yeah, Kevin's been dead for 20-something minutes. It's a shame he couldn't close it out from the Baneling bust. And now we're here, 35 minutes in. More overlords going down. Oh no. Zerglings. That's not really what you want. Zerglings are quite useless against this many cannons. Shield batteries. Sky toss. Mothership even cloaking everything here. Kevin gonna go for another attack, but this base is mined out anyways. Phoenix's art. I can't believe this guy made phoenixes. Like, that's so disrespectful. They're just sharking around looking for overlords just like this. He doesn't care. Look, spore crawlers. I don't care. I don't care if I lose 5, 10, 20 phoenixes. Just gonna supply lock you forever. Now what Kevin could do is get more vipers, get parasitic bomb, maybe get infestors, go for a fungal and parasitic bomb combo. That's always nice to see, always satisfying if you manage to land it. Of course, easier said than done. Phoenixes continuing to be annoying. I'm gonna find another overlord farm. Oh my god, this is so brutal. And look, he's just killing all the overlords. This guy. Oh my god. Kevin going for another Baneling attack. Gonna just right click on the Nexus. And he has had enough. He's going for it. No! Not a good engagement there, but I mean, Kevin is down so much supply. Legendary still has money for... I don't know, I'm running out of things to say. For days, for lifetimes, for generations to come. And I'm surprised Legendary's not just throwing away probes. Like, just get rid of them. He's 72? Like, you don't need them anymore. Kevin going for another attack, but like, what's the point? There's nothing here, right? This base is completely mined out. Void Ray's gonna show up, gonna activate their beam and just crush these corruptors. Carriers even showing up as well. Nexus goes down, but who cares? That base is useless anyways. I'm gonna try to go into the natural. All these Void Rays, carriers. They're gonna be plenty to kill all of the Ultralisks. And Kevin just gonna leave. No GG. And I wouldn't have GG'd either because I hate this guy. Legendary. I hate you. I hate you.